Hi, I'm Dr. Dwight Turner, this is Being the Other, and this week in a special cast, we're going to talk about what it's like to be the other and to protest. Let's get started. Welcome back, I'm Dr. Dwight Turner, this is Being the Other, and I'm actually recording this on Saturday the 14th of July 2018. It's the day after some of the protests in London at Donald Trump's arrival in the UK and all that represents. And I just wanted to talk a bit about how important it is, as the other, to stand up for your rights and to protest. And what we saw yesterday in London and other cities around the UK as well was thousands, tens of thousands. In fact, in London, I think there were 250,000 people who all stood up, got out on the streets and protested against the other sort of treatment at the hands of people like Mr. Trump and people who actually advocate for his way of seeing the world. I'm not a fan either. Some of you who've watched these casts will know that I actually feel in a similar way to those people who were on the streets yesterday. In fact, I would have been there myself, but I don't live in London, so I couldn't have been there. That doesn't mean, though, that issues of how I stand up and protest haven't become important during my time and doing these casts. For example, just recently, I had the opportunity to go and present at a conference in the US next year. And I was all signed up to go and so on. I was about to submit my money for my plane tickets and all that sort of stuff. And then what actually started to happen, I noticed, was there was so much information in the news about the treatment of children, the migrant children who've been separated from their parents in the US. Now this, on top of the Me Too movement, the Black Lives Matter movement, and all the other just little incremental things that have gone on over it in the States, led me to actually sit down and really think quite hard about whether I, in my role as a human being, as an academic, could actually justify traveling to the US at such a time. And in the end, what I did is I actually cancelled my participation in that conference. I thought it was very important that you let the organisers know that I wasn't going to attend during the current political climate. That was just my small example. It doesn't take anything away from the crowds on the streets, the Donald Trump blimp that's been what was over London yesterday. These are other people's ways of doing exactly the same thing. But what they actually collectively say is, as the other, we're not going to put up with this treatment anymore. Now, I'm not going to rant too much. We've done enough in the last 5 minutes, but it's important to recognise that we do have a voice, that as the other, we have a right to express that in an appropriate fashion in the modern day and age. Keep going, keep doing it, things will change. Now, I'm going to leave that one there for this week. As always, it's a pleasure to talk to yourselves. Keep sending me your emails, your notices, whatever else. Look down in the comments, put some comments down there if you need to as well for me. It's always a pleasure to receive your feedback, whatever you have to say. I'm Dr. Dwight Turner, this is Being the Other. Look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.